Sagittarius, how's it going? This is going to be a collective message for you for the month of December. If you feel like it resonates, then please like and comment and subscribe. If you're looking for a private reading, you can email me. My email will be in the description box or on my page. So I'm going to be looking to see what's going on in your love life, Sagittarius, if there's any also business opportunities or just what's going on in your life in general. What does Sagittarius need to know, Spirit? What's going on with them? We have extravagant gestures, gestures from the heart, walking the talk, making it up to you, and finality. I feel like somebody here wants a second chance right away. That's what I feel. With finality, I think that you've told this person that there's no more chances, that, they've messed up. And I do feel like this took place on a trip. I feel like you guys went on a trip and there was something that happened that really set you off, that you just felt very crossed. I feel like this has to do with them either looking at somebody else or in general just having a wandering eye, whether this was on a trip or in your hometown and you guys were just together. I feel regardless, they have had that tendency. I also feel like maybe you caught them in something. Yeah, cutting ties and separation, leaving before it gets worse, cutting your losses. Out in the cold, another feeling rejected, isolated, lonely. We have mirroring, seeing yourself in them. I feel like there's things, Sagittarius, where you have been guilty for certain things, but you have kind of put it on them. I'm just going to say that. I feel like you guys are both guilty for a certain way of being, but instead of coming to some sort of common ground about it and like figuring it out, you guys have both kind of put each other on trial and pointed the finger. We have paralyzed by love, holding back, fear, falling in love. I do feel like this may be another person. Options, yeah. I feel like now you're keeping your options open, and I feel like there's somebody new that's either entered your life or is going to. And I feel this might make it a little bit difficult for you because I do see your past person, the recent person that you just went on this trip or have ended things with in general. I see them coming back and wanting to fix things with you, but I feel like at that point you're going to be a little bit torn because there may be somebody else here that is already interested in you. I do feel also that this person has been playing it safe. Your current person has been playing it safe, and I think that's where this wandering eye or looking at other people or wondering if the grass is greener whole attitude comes from. And I just feel like that's because they're used to having their options open and they're used to just doing as they want and treating a relationship kind of like convenience. I hate to put it that way, but I feel you're trying to show this person a different way and they're kind of fighting you on that. So I can see why now you're just like, okay, if you're that paralyzed, if you don't want to like move things forward, if you keep holding back, then I'm done. And so now they're really feeling that and also wondering if you yourself have options or if you're looking for somebody else. I'm going to pull 3 more and then we'll jump to tarot. Friendship, habitual liar, and freedom. I feel like this is you, Sagittarius. You are the freest sign in the zodiac, so freedom, wanting to be free, not ready for commitment, independence, and happily single. I think that you'd rather be free and non-committed to someone than deal with a liar. That's how I feel. And I do feel you are friend zoning this person and just kind of keeping them at arm's length. You've closed your heart to them. Wow. I mean, this is like you've really put your foot down. Whatever you did, whatever they did, I think that they're really feeling the effect of it. I don't think that they meant to hurt you the way that they did. This person just struggles with opening up in love situations in general, just like majority of people do. So let's just see what happened in your recent past to get a better idea of what is going on. What happened in Sagittarius's past, Spirit? What happened in Sagittarius's past? Yeah, like I said, I feel like you saw something. Either you saw something out of the corner of your eye or you saw them talking to somebody else that they probably shouldn't have, or you saw a message. Regardless, it started a fight. Page of Swords. Then we have the Nine of Cups. So I do feel like with the Nine of Cups, They have a very selfish tendency. They do have the tendency to do what's best for them and whatever makes them feel good in that moment. What else? Five of Pentacles yet again. They're really feeling out in the cold. I feel like you guys either broke up months ago or just recently, and they're already feeling this. I also feel like you might have been supporting them or carrying majority of the weight of the relationship. Meanwhile, they're out in the streets doing what they want. What happened in the recent past with Sagittarius and this person? Yeah, it's like when you were trying to reach them, Page of Swords and the Four Cups right there. When you were trying to reach them and show them that they're cared for, they're nowhere to be found. They're not even answering your message, or they're getting back to you really late. So you're like, you know what? I'm just going to move on. Okay? Six of Swords. It's like you're not really trying to deal with that anymore. You're just, and this is just recent past the way that you've been feeling. Not to say that you guys will never fix things. This is just letting me know that you're focused on wanting to move things forward, and they're more concerned about being alone and so fixated on that thought that they're lost in it and thinking that you're going to leave them. And so they self sabotage, in my opinion, or do something to piss you off intentionally because they don't want to get left, or just that's just how they are. Just testing. That's the vibe. That's what I'm meaning to say here. I feel like they're testing you to see if you're really actually going to go away. So what's going on in the present? Judgment, Eight of Cups. Yeah, you're at a moment here where you're wondering if you should walk away completely or break the silence. And I feel like they're feeling that as well, because we also have the mirroring card here. So I feel this mirroring energy matches better with what's going on here, because I do think that you guys have put each other on trial for the same thing, or have accused each other of the same thing, and have been very harsh to one another. Judgment. And so with the Eight of Cups, it may not be the best time to reach out quite yet, but I do see that there is going to be a major conversation here that's going to kind of dictate if you guys end up back together or if there is a new beginning. In the present moment though, they're not wanting to talk. And I feel like this is you as well. Yeah, Four of Pentacles, you're kind of just keeping to yourself, but I do see that they're holding on to you. They're holding on to everything that you did say to them in the recent past. I feel like they're really feeling like it is over, and I think that you're feeling that way too. You're feeling pretty done. And I do think, Sagittarius, that you want to give them a chance and you want to talk to them and you want to clear the air, but at the same time, you're also reflecting on how they treated you, the things that they've said, the way that they've made you feel, how backstabbed you feel. And so that, I think, stops you right there. And that ultimately makes you decide, like, you know what, do I want to give this a chance, or should I just walk away completely? Because I don't think that the relationship is completely terrible, because with the Nine of Cups, it's what you want. This is in your recent past. Like, you want them. And I do think that you guys can work on your communication, but it's one of those things where it has to go both ways. What else is in the present moment for Sagittarius and their person? Two of Pentacles, Four of Swords, and the King of Swords. So I think that you guys just need space. This to me feels a lot like you guys are on a break. And this person, I think, is also very exhausted just with work. I think this person may be working two jobs or having a lot to balance. And I think that it's putting a lot of things into limbo. And so I do think, though, that there are two sides to a situation. And with Judgment, you shouldn't be too harsh on this person, because I think that both of you guys could really benefit from looking at both sides of the coin, from looking at both sides of a situation instead of just pointing the finger and saying, you're wrong for that. So, what's in the future? The Wheel of Fortune. There may be another go around. Yeah. Queen of Swords. The Knight of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles. They want to work it out. And the High Priestess. What's after the High Priestess? The Emperor. Wow. Okay, so I feel right away with the High Priestess and the Emperor, you guys have a very hot and cold dynamic. And I feel like there's a lot of passive aggressiveness between your guys' relationship, and I feel like that's also going to happen in the near future. There's going to be a lot of like wanting to work things out. I do see this person stepping it up, wanting to talk to you, but I also feel like with the Three of Pentacles, the Emperor, and the High Priestess, you may start to go silent. I feel like you may start to match them in how they treated you and how they ignored you, because that's what Four of Cups over here was talking about. And I do feel like it's gonna start to create a passive aggressive dynamic. So I would try to refrain from that. I feel like, you know, if you're gonna do it to test them, then, do as you will. But you're gonna benefit the best by being the Queen of Swords and the Three of Pentacles and just kind of shaking them up that way. Because I feel this is you providing a solution, but you're only gonna do that if they truly show you that that is what they want, that you are what they want, and that they're going to put their best foot forward. I do see them coming in very stable. I do see them coming in with a goal in mind, wanting to impress you, wanting to talk to you, wanting to work things out. But like I said, I do feel this person's schedule with work is really interfering. I do see that both of you guys have a very high stress job or are in just leadership positions. And if not, this person is just very diligent and wanting to work hard to provide for you and to have a very stable future. What else is in the future, though? Because this is being kind of vague. Okay, so you have the Mrs. Claus card and the Tower. You're not being that nurturing person anymore. I also feel like there may be kids involved. I feel like right now, if you do have kids, I feel like right now you're focusing on that, wanting to buy presents, wanting to do, all the shopping and focusing on your family if you must. But I do see communication coming in very unexpected. Just when you thought things were completely over with the Tower and the Eight of Wands, I do see them reaching out to you, but I definitely feel like this person feels cut off. And then Justice and the King of Wands is how we end it. So with the Justice and King of Wands, I do feel like they're going to try to come back and balance things out. They know that you've been very fair to them. With Justice and the Mrs. Claus card, I just take this as somebody that is nurturing and loving and caring, as you can see with all the children. And I do feel this King of Wands feels you've treated them very fairly. Have you maybe cuss them out and told them where they could go? Absolutely. But I do feel it's to push this person to grow up, to communicate better, right? Because we start with the Page of Swords. So this person can be very petty, especially through text message, but you're trying to show them you don't have to do that. And I think that they come back around and have this epiphany with the Tower and the King of Wands. I do feel like they're short-tempered with that dynamic. This combination to me feels a lot Aries. Aries is a huge sign right now coming into play. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini as well, Capricorn as well is showing up, Pisces, and Gemini said. So I do feel they're going to message you very randomly, and I do think that it's going to be important to listen, because with Justice, what you put into this conversation is what you're going to get. So whatever you say is going to have a greater impact, and vice versa. So take this message as it resonates and do what you will with it. I wish you the best, Sagittarius. And again, if you feel like this message resonated, please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you're looking for a private, you can email me. My email will be in the description box, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.